Hey guys, welcome to VidovicArts. I'm Josh, and it's been a while since I made a video. In fact, it's almost been 2 months. But I'm back, and this is just an update as to what I've been working on and a few extras here and there. So one of the biggest things that happened in this month of January 2021 is my computer kind of died and I had to repair it. So there's been a bit of a halt on making models and even making videos. And I thought I would just kind of like cram a whole bunch of stuff in for all of January in this little video. Now, if you want to like read the updates, I post blogs over on my website, and that'll be in the description below. And yeah, they're pretty much monthly updates. I'm gonna write up stuff every month, and you can read stuff from previous months if you want to, and there's a bunch of updates there. Anyways, my computer died, and I fixed it, but it's probably not gonna last too much longer. It's almost 9 years old, and it's pretty much the rig that I used to pretty much learn how to do 3D printing, editing, video editing. I pretty much learned how to play video games. It's the first computer I got Steam downloaded on and started playing video games on my PC. So it's had a lot of history with me, and I'm pretty happy with what I've got out of it, and I'm ready to move up to the next level and you know, get a new PC. But for now, it's a Franken-computer, or a Franken-puter, my friend called it, so that's its name. And we'll see how long we can get it to last, but I'm not too, I don't really mind if it dies now, because I'm ready to get a new one. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been making models recently. But I actually prepared to have this for my Patreons, and I'm going to show you guys what it is. So if you're interested, you can head over there and you can support me, and you'll get this as an exclusive model. Now I'm going to release this kind of incrementally because they aren't completely satisfactory. I learnt things as I was making them. Now I'll just grab it, hang on. So here's a box of things, and they might not look like much to you, but up close, they're like little corridors for a spaceship that you can clip together using this locking system. Now this is one of the pieces that I don't want to release because it's really difficult to remove the pieces, and they shouldn't be that difficult. But you can see here, this has got a bit of paint on it. It's got the white and the black. But this here is the pieces that you use to lock these tiles together, and goes in like this, and then you can grab another tile and lock it together, and you can make an entire board out of this, like an entire game, tabletop game for whatever. Now I actually used this for my Blackstone Fortress tiles. I printed them out normally as the normal hexagon tiles, and then I redesigned a bottom piece, and I printed them out separately and glued them to all the pieces that I'd already printed. So I could use them in the locking system because I was sick of them being knocked around. I think that's one of the coolest things, is you can use this however you want, and they won't get knocked around. Now this tile system isn't my design. I've just reincorporated it and changed it a tiny bit. Not too much, but just a tiny bit. The scaling isn't the same either, so if you were to print this up and try to match it with something else that's on Thingiverse or My Mini Factory or whatever that is using the same tile lock, it will not work with it, because I think I scaled it up by 10% or something like that, and it seems like a really weird scale to have scaled it up by. But the reason why I did that was because the characters sitting on the bases, like if I was to grab a character and put him on this base, on this one in particular, it's the right size. He'll actually sit in there in that little square, and it'll look correct. But the other size, which was 10% smaller or whatever it was, they overlapped. So if you were to get characters standing side by side, they wouldn't actually sit with each other very well. They'd actually sit on each other's bases. And this came to be a bit of a problem when I was trying to print corridors, because you were already losing a little bit of space there, and you want your characters, if they're going to stand side by side, you want them to stand there with ease. So I had to scale it up just a tiny bit, and yeah, it does add a tiny bit of print time to them. You can scale them down. I mean, you can do whatever you want with them. But yeah, just so you know, it won't work with the other tiles that exist. Now, let me show you what kind of tiles there are in store here. You got these things, the corridors, and then we got like a stairway with a door. And I actually painted these completely different to what they are now. I painted them to look more like a 40K kind of dystopian spaceship or like colony facility. So the ground was actually like silver plated and the walls are all mucky and gross. But I changed it because I wanted to use it for a more general science fiction aesthetic. I kind of regret it because these are very obviously 40K inspired. You can tell just the Gothic archways and like that really industrial Gothic look. And it only gets worse because I made really industrial looking pylons here, and these were so you can make height, like you can add levels, and then yeah, you got your staircases that can add up to them and all that. There's quite a lot of tiles here. If you're going to support me over on Patreon, you're going to get quite a lot, and like I said, I am going to do it incrementally, and you'll see why. This is one of the first ones that I printed up, and underneath it's just really solid and impossible to get to. And these bits here, where the clip sits into, once it goes in, there's not a lot of room for it to move left and right when you're trying to remove it. So it gets really difficult to remove them, and you can't get underneath to kind of clip them out if you have to. Now, this one here is a bit of a redesign. The actual ones are way better than these, but I decided to, change them up for the scaling purposes, and I thought I was doing a better job, but turns out that the original was actually way better. You can see here that there's a hollow kind of like trench that goes underneath. So when you put this in, you can see also there's a big gap between the two. You can pretty much just bend it left and right and it'll come out. And if it doesn't, you can get some pliers or something and clip them in there and they'll just pop out. So I'm gonna put all these old tiles with these new ones, so it should be easy to access. But the tiles like this will be completely accessible over on Patreon right now if you want to go and get them. The doorways and stuff, they'll come later. They're just a little bit of tweaking that I have to put on every single one of them. So, yep, that's pretty much what we're going to have over on Patreon. They're going to be coming out incrementally, like I said. The first batch will be the ones that I think are the most printable, the most user-friendly, and I'll update them as I go along. So, just getting that out of the way. What else is there? Well, you can see behind me there's a white wall, and before there used to be a really messy room with printers. Now I've actually changed the room, so I'll just quickly show you right now what my room looks like. It's the corner over there is I've got a shelf in there, and my computer's right here, and I got the 3D printers over there now. So yeah, I changed that around because I was sick of people seeing my messy crap. And now I can show things, like I can say, have a look at this picture. And now I can show things, like I can say, have a look at this. I think it's a lot more professional looking, and me talking about it like this isn't very professional, but I think it's a better look than what was there before. It actually was kind of an eye-opener as to how much crap I had actually accumulated from 3D printing, and you just make a lot of stuff. If you've got a 3D printer, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been 3D printing, you know what it's like. Once you start, you can't stop, and things start to build up, and you don't realize what you have until you start cleaning it out. Now, 3D printing in general for this year is going to be a lot more different, because in my formally announced video, I was stopping, I was stopping Warhammer models. I kind of have to, I'm not really 100% if I'm dead stopping. I definitely want to make terrain and stuff for 40K, or, the science fiction industrial universe. I'll still be making terrain like I have for the clipping together models. So you can find that kind of stuff still being made by me, but I definitely won't be making Space Marines or anything like that in the near future. But on another note, and you can read up more on this on my website, I've had more people coming to me saying that they're found people selling my models. Not even like it's 40k like the Warhammer universe models that I've made, and they're selling it on different various websites and whatnot. If you find something like this and you know it's mine or even another creator's, email that person, whoever the heck it is, that's actually trying to sell the stuff, and if there is a license attached to the models, just say, hey, look, you're trying to sell something and it's got a license that says you can't sell it, and then send that to the person who actually originally made it, because these people are, in my books, scum, because they're selling stuff that not only isn't theirs, but it's being released for free as well. So people are making money off people who don't know that it's a free model. So I think it's absolute trash that people are doing this and they're getting away with it. And I kind of want it to stop more than anything else. I want it to stop because some of us aren't making any money at all from these models. So definitely give them a little heads up and let them know they can't sell it. And yeah, I think it's important, and I really appreciate you guys for coming to me to tell me that my models were being sold here and there. And I've messaged them, and they usually remove it, but sometimes they don't, and they're a bit of a pain. But it's just the way the world works. Someone's always going to profit off someone else's work, and that's the way the world crumbles. Anyway, that's one of my little pet peeves that has happened recently. I've got my computer that's been fixed, and YouTube. Now, YouTube has been a real pain to me in the past 2 years, I think. So if you get enough subscribers and you're posting enough videos and you're getting enough views in, you start being able to make ads. You can post ads on your videos, and if people watch your videos, your ads make money, and if you make money, they send you the money. That's how YouTube works, or how it's supposed to work. Now, in the past couple months, I have not had any ads on my channel at all, and that's pretty much because YouTube said you haven't approved your address. Now, I had my address things sent out months and months, and probably years. Like, I think it was 2019 that I had my first one sent out, and it just never came. And then I had like a big blow up, and a video got like 50,000 views or something like that, and that made enough money for them to be like, oh well, we can't send you that money, so you're gonna have to approve your address. And then they just said, you haven't done it, so we're taking off all your ads, and we're also like pretty much not pushing your videos out there. And my channel literally was going like this, and as soon as that happened, it just goes straight down into the dumps. Like no views at all. And I was like, what the hell? And well, I fixed it now, but multiple months of me trying to contact them, they don't have any way to contact them. If you try to contact YouTube support, you'll find that it existed around 2 years ago, around the same time that I posted my thing the first time, and then it's just changed to a community tab thing, and you can't contact any officials from YouTube. You just get like a community help feedback, and it's garbage. If you're trying to start a YouTube channel, I heavily advise, don't try to make money from it. Don't try to make money from it. Just make it for... I made this channel to begin with as a portfolio, and I think it's the best way to keep it that way. If you are making money and you have to do this, expect to have to wait many months for this stupid damn address thing that you have to basically input a code and it confirms it. Anyway, that's a huge rant out of the way. It's been a painful month, that's for sure. So, computer dying, people stealing my work, YouTube being a pain in the ass, and that's the main bulk of my annoyances in that little tiny little video right here. Now, yeah, you've seen the Patreon little models that I've made. There's also an ability to join my Discord channel. Now this Discord isn't like a VidovicArts Discord channel, it's specifically for my new tabletop game that I'm working on myself, and I'll be posting another video about this in more length, more detail. But it's for my own tabletop, and you'll be able to join and talk and discuss about this game and see things as they are being made. And I've had a lot of you guys joining and being really supportive about this project, and I'm building up more excitement for it. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing some posts about that. If you don't know about it, head over to the website and you can read up on it, or you can. Yeah, that's probably the only place you can check it out right now. But there will be more posts about this tabletop game, and yeah, something to look forward to. Now, I know this is not like my normal videos at all. There's not even a real model to share besides those clippable tiles, and I'm sorry for that. It's, like I said, my computer's been dead for a while, but I have been able to work on models on the side before my computer died. I printed up a whole bunch of stuff, and I've got things going. So hopefully in February I'll release a bunch of free models for you guys, but I'm kind of inclined to start putting a bit of a price tag on some of the models, just so I'm not getting scammed by these people who are selling my stuff for free. That my stuff is for free and they're selling it. It's really annoying. I don't want to do that though, because it really limits people being able to get into the hobby, and I don't want to be anything like that. I just want to have people be able to make the models and have fun. But if it persists, if more people do that kind of stuff and they're selling my shit, then I'm gonna have to put a price tag on it, just because I don't want people doing that. And it sucks, but ultimately they're the ones that are screwing it up for everyone else, and yeah, they can go screw themselves, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of getting these emails and messages saying that another person's stolen my work and they're selling it. And yeah, just we'll see what happens. But hopefully we can just keep making models for free and release them. But I have to make a living somehow as well. So anyway, that's the end of this video. It's a big rant, and I hope you guys aren't too annoyed by some of the things I've said. I understand that not making models is a big deal when you come to a channel that makes models every week. I used to do it, and yeah, it's a weird way to start the year, but that's the way we go. So in the next video I'll talk more about this project that I have started working on, and look forward to it, because I'm very excited to share it with the world. And yeah, hopefully you guys are all good, and as always, stay awesome and stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.